Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just want you to have a lot of good smiley faces today. Oh yes, and yesterday I actually went to the movies and I saw, it was an animated movie. It was in a small town of Texas. It's called Bad Guys, and it's rated PG. And it is such a good movie. I would definitely go there and take my whole family. It was just a real good movie. I really loved that. And it did make me laugh all the way through it and just kind of, and see, what did I do afterwards? I went to a state park. I love state parks. And just did just a little bit of, just a smidgen of hiking. It wasn't a lot of hiking, and I really wasn't dressed for it, so it was hot, but I really like that. You just get to walk around, and you have to be really careful though, because right now in Texas, well, in this little area, I'm not sure about, all of the United States as far as grasses go, but in central Texas, there's chiggers in the grasses, and you have to be so careful with that. And you have to get that off, and I like off, and you're gonna spray it all on your shoes. I'll just spray that on you really good, because if you looked up and those chiggers get on you, oh my God, it's terrible. They bite you, and they just won't leave, and you just itch, and you'll cause little sores on you. And then one thing that will get rid of them is clear fingernail polish. That will suffocate them. You just have to, because my eyes is but you just have to do that. But walking in nature is really good with your family. And I would visit all the state parks around in the United States, and wherever they have them around the world, I would go visit all that kind of stuff that you can do. Because God's creations is the best thing to go see. And seeing movies, I do love. I really dearly love movies. That's a weakness. I really love movies. I could waste the whole day just watching movies. When my kids were little, they loved that. What was it called? Mrs. Doubtfire. That Robin Williams. I love Robin Williams movies. Jennifer Lopez. She is such a good singer, and all her movies are good. Sandra Bullock. Was it Halle Berry? Was it Nicole Kidman? Well, there's just so many. You can watch. And they're just all good. I don't really know all the really new actors and actresses. I know the older ones, but it's hard to keep up with all that. It's like reading dictionaries. I really do love dictionaries. I actually read dictionaries and try to learn those words, and talk with the words that you're learning, or just know the meaning of it. And the guys are good too. Oh, that reminds me that there's a new movie coming out May 27th. I don't know if it's everywhere else, May 27th. And it is a Tom Cruise movie, and it's with when he did it when he was younger, that Top Gun movie. I believe it's a sequel coming off of that, and it's coming out May 27th, and I'm definitely going to go see that. Oh my God, that Tom Cruise, he's really good. Let me see. All those, I just love those actors. My God, they're really good. I definitely would get the butter popcorn and the drinks and all that kind of stuff with it too. You know what? And visit all those small towns. Those small towns are wonderful. I used to live in Hyco, Texas, but it's so far away from here and there. But I really did like that place for a while. And the people, they're all of them hardworking people. They have these big ranches, and and those women, you can't imagine how hard the women work. And they work. I mean, they work, yes. And I can name tons of them, but they're just visit the small towns, you know, and eat in their restaurants and all that kind of stuff, and shop in small towns. They're really good shopping. Shopping is just not good for, you know, the big cities. The little towns have wonderful stuff. And oh my God, and they have the cutest houses over there. Or you just drive around the neighborhoods, and they keep their yards so immaculate. You can't imagine how they do that. And they just decorate it so nice. I mean, the big towns, they do it too, but I love small towns. And my goodness, I've seen all this wind blowing out here, and it's making those trees rock and roll back and forth. Nope, but a little bird just flew by me. But just have a really good day today, and definitely go hiking. And yes, I love hiking. Bryce Canyon is a really good one to go hiking to. Boy, you can get the really good pictures off of that. And the Grand Canyon is right next door to it. And Magazine Mountain is a good place to go hiking. That is in where is that? The bottom states. Arkansas, I believe it's in Arkansas. Motorcycle racing's good too, yeah. But riding a motorcycle down in those small towns, Magazine Mountain, the mountains are well, when you look down, it looks like it's 600 feet down, so you don't get by the edges. No, don't do that. And when you're taking pictures out there, do not go by the edges, because you will get hurt. Just don't do that. And definitely watch your children out there also. And there's a lot of deer and possums and raccoons and stuff that they're going to go across the street, you know, in the small towns, and when you're going hiking. So you have to be careful and don't run into one, because they will hurt your car or your truck. They really will cause a lot of damage. But well, and just have lots of fun today. I can't think, and just make every day special. I mean, we really need to do that, and pick 5 new friends today, and you know, just say hi to them. I mean, if nothing else, just walk up to a stranger and just tell them hi. Hey, you know, how do I do it? I don't know how I do it, but I can just walk up to a stranger, and you know what? And they really do this. They really do. I can ask them for their phone number, and they'll actually give it to me, and I'll put it in my phone. Yeah. Well, then I have to give them my phone number, and then I end up having to tell them about my book, Finding My Footsteps. Yep, you gotta look that up. So I'll look it up, and I'll show it to them. Really? Yep, you can do that, and I'll tell them how to do that book. Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you gotta leave because you gotta do some other stuff. Well, I really do like talking to those people. Well, one more minute won't hurt. And then all of a sudden, it's just amazing how you can have a friend. And you just have to do that. And if nothing else, just make all that banana bread and pick out some areas that, you know, you drop it off and just knock on the door or leave a note, or if you have to. I mean, just be nice. Especially if those houses, they look like they might need some banana bread. Yeah. Maybe some milk too. A gallon of milk with that banana bread would be good. But yes, we have to be that good Samaritan to everybody. That's really good to be doing. And remember to go on YouTube today when you have time, like after work. Well, after dinner and all that kind of stuff you got to do. And look up something new. Music that you haven't listened to. Mick Jagger. Yeah, I like Mick Jagger. ZZ Top. Yeah, Boston. Eric Clapton. Yes, I'm into the 80s music. Well, I do like the today's music, but I really do love all that old music. Um, what's that man's name? Purple something. Uh, it escapes me. I really love all his music. But just have wonderful days, and today definitely have a lot of really good brainstorming with your little brain. And I know you're going to get that raise, and if nothing else, you'll do really good today. And had a lot of happiness with those footsteps. Even your little shadows are going to be happiness following around, and they're going to be just, and when people look at you, they're going to be mesmerized by the thoughts that you're giving the world, that you're giving your peers. Because you know what you're talking about, and you may not think it though, but everybody's listening to you, and they know that you're doing really good work, and I know they really do. But just have a lot of happiness today. Remember to eat some lunch, a good dinner, and well, maybe a banana split won't hurt. Yeah. Remember to make some chocolate chip cookies with your grandchildren or your children, and definitely read stories to them every night. I think stories to them every night is really good, and and that gives the children to where when they see you reading, they're going to start reading, and read the newspaper, or buy that newspaper. I mean, the internet is good. I mean, it really is. Reading all the news on there. I mean, just listening to I do that though. You listen to the videos, but on everything. But actual, buying a magazine, the actual newspaper is really good. I don't know, something about having a book in my hand. I cleaned out this car, so I don't have any books in here. But just picking something up and reading it, and just turning the pages, it's just, I just think that's amazing, and I just love books. Lots of knowledge in there. Oh, and this is something, we could think about. If you, let me see how I would think this. Okay, if you had 60 seconds, only 60 seconds to live, or 60 seconds to do something, what would your 60 seconds be? What would it be? What would one word you could share with everybody? If you can only pick out one word out of all these world dictionaries, and there's a lot of dictionaries out there, what is the one word that can link up to all the different words in the world? What word can that be? Do you know what that is? So you got 60 seconds. What would I pick? One word that can go to all the words. I'm going to say knowledge. Because all knowledge links up to everything, and like it really does. You want to get on like free databases on the internet. That's really good. Yeah, NASA. I love you, NASA. That's one of my things that I did for Google with the exclamation point. NASA is wonderful. If you look up some of their stuff, and did you know they do the weather every 6 seconds? I know it could be 4 by now, but they do weather every 6 seconds, and it's actual. You can actually see actual footage on it. That's really neat. And but I definitely would keep up with NASA. And there is a conservatory in, where is that? I think it's by Fort Davis in Texas. They've got these huge telescopes. You can actually go and I'm not sure if they let you look through them, but I remember taking a tour, and and they'll tell you all about them and all. And they have these telescopes that you can purchase, like $350. It's not much, $350, and it's a really actually pretty good telescope. The only thing is it's kind of big, so you'd have to build like a little platform to put it on. I'd probably put rollers on it, and then you're going to roll it out to where it's just complete darkness and look up into the sky, and you can see the Milky Way. Oh my God, the Milky Way. If you go into a small town, go on those back roads where it's just you and God right out there, and you just get out and you look up into the heavens, and then there's that little bird again, and look across, and you can see the Milky Way. That is the most amazing thing you can ever look at, and it's just amazing. You know what's amazing too is the full moon. I love full moons. I actually had never walked out with anybody. These birds are out here a lot today. The wind is blowing. I don't know what has that something to do with it. But the full moon it does gravitational pulls on the oceans. That is amazing. Yeah. And it has a lot to do with the weather, the way the full moon, the oceans, and gravitate. I can't remember what I read because I'm a real avid reader. It's just amazing what it does to the ocean waters, and that's a really good homework page to do. Is just go read about the oceans. And you know, oceans it has, how much water is that for the world? I think it's 80%. No. Oxygen, I mean, the ocean water does give off oxygen. Trees give off oxygen, and that's why it's always good to you know, when you're going to dig up a tree, I would plant another tree there, and when it starts to grow up, those trees will just give off oxygen, and that's going to help us breathe a lot better. You know, the animals, insects, whatever is out there, it all has to breathe and all have to eat and drink water. But with that, I'm just kind of jabbering too much today. Just have lots of happy footsteps today, and just lots of happiness and a lot of Santa Claus giggles, please. Yes, we gotta laugh and make new friends, and definitely call your mama today if you didn't do that. I know I would love to call my mother, but I can't, so I just have to talk about her a lot. I really do miss her all the time. You know, and when you see a mother out there, and if she's, just be nice to the women out there, because you know they put up with a lot of effing something I can't say, because they put up with a lot of stuff. Hey, I have too. Through my lifetime, I've done it too. So be extra nice to the mamas. All the girls, you need to be nice. You know, they take care of you. They take care of you. And they do. And they love you so much. When I mean they love you, they love you. So appreciate the girls. All girls. I mean all the girls. I don't care where they're at. I don't care what part of the world they're in. You just appreciate those girls. You take care of them. They're special too, just like those boys are. Those boys are special too. I know they make that line of that your name go on longer, but hey, it takes the girls to make the boys, like for real. Yeah. Adam and Eve did all that at the beginning. Adamic language, and it's ADAC. ADAM. I can't even spell. I believe language. Adamic language. Look it up in the dictionary. First language. And I can't learn that. That's like really hard. But King Tut's symbols is hard too. You know, they have over 1 million symbols. I actually have it going to my email, and it's hard, but I do like stuff like that. I don't think you have to have a PhD and all that just to learn it. You just need to learn it. Just be good with your thoughts. Always speak really good with your thoughts. No malice in them. And a lot of happiness today. Okay, and just thanks for coming on this YouTube channel. And I know I'm supposed to be saying you need to subscribe to it and, you know, leave comments, and, you know, and but if you are going to leave comments, can you leave good ones? Even if you don't like it, that's okay. I know I jabber too much. You can say that. Hey, I know I do. My mama did it to me. She jabbered too much, so I just thought I had to jabber too much. So, hey, be nice to those animals. Remember to adopt an animal. Go to those shelters and just get one. They want a home. They want a home so bad. You know, and some of them actually put them to sleep, like for good to sleep, and I just can't stand that. Just be nice to them. Be nice to all those old people. You know, go to those rest homes and start visiting them. They need some people to go say hi to them. They really do. Be nice. Well, just be nice. Oh my God, we got to be nice. Yes, I have to do it too. Okay, and with that, just have a lot of happiness, and just a lot of happiness, and a lot of smiles. Giggles. Bye.